Hi, and today we'll be going over electrolytes and non-electrolytes and their purpose in this experiment. For this experiment, you will need 250 milliliter beakers, a stirring rod, a graduated cylinder, distilled water, the Gatorade solution, and some salt packets. Oh, and to be able to tell which solution contains electrolytes and which doesn't, you'll also need a light bulb. Alright, with this experiment we'll begin by taking regular distilled water, which is pure H2O, and we will add around 5 milliliters of NaCl, or table salt, to the solution. Now if your salt gets stuck, just take it, just empty it out. Now take your glass stirring rod and stir until it becomes a solution. You don't want any of that on the bottom. So stir finely. Once a solution, put that back where it's supposed to be. Let's begin talking about electrolytes and non-electrolytes. So what are electrolytes? Electrolytes are molecules that are able to pass electric current through them. We'll be able to look at these four variables and see which ones have electrolytes and which ones do not. We will begin by using tap water. Make sure it's tap water, not distilled water, because there are some properties that are different from this. Get it from the sink. Now, I would take this tap water, and then I'd run it under the light bulb, where you'll be able to tell if there's any electric current. Now, if you pay attention, there's some mild electricity being given off by the tap water. This is because there are some impurities in our tap water, such as iron, which are electrolytes, and they actually do conduct an electric current. That is why we have a very mild amount of electricity being given off by this light bulb. The next solution I will get is distilled water. Make sure you also have 100 milliliters of each one, so everything is nice and accurate. I will now take distilled water, run it under my light bulb, move it around, and as you can see, there are no forms of light being given off by this light bulb right now, because distilled water does not contain any electrolytes because it is pure H2O, and there are no molecules in it that can conduct electricity. The reason being why this water and the tap water had different results is because the tap water is impure. Next, we'll do Gatorade. Now, Gatorade advertises that it comes with electrolytes, and I'm sure you guys can buy this at pretty much any supermarket. So, take your Gatorade solution, run it under the light bulb, and as you can see, there's clearly electrolytes present in this aqueous solution because there's a fair amount of light being given off just as soon as the solution touches the conductor. Finally, we will go with our salt solution. Now, this is pure distilled water, just like this was, except there was only one change in this. We added NaCl, or table salt. 5 milliliters, to be exact, of some regular table salt. Now we're going to run this under, and wow, the amount of light that just given off is quite significant. Now you can clearly tell that NaCl is a compound that's an electrolyte. And you can clearly tell that H2O is a compound that is not an electrolyte because it cannot move water through itself. Now, the tap water, on the other hand, although it did produce a very mild electric current, this is only because of the impurities being present in the water. And the Gatorade, the stuff we drink for replenishing our energy, contains some amount of electrolytes that produce light given off on the bulb. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson on electrolytes.